Welcome back to the topic of legal framework and regulations. In this part, we will look into the regulations specifically for different types of geothermal heat pumps. So let's start with the borehole heat exchangers. They are a closed system, meaning there is no fluid exchange with the subsurface. Therefore, they do not use the groundwater directly and are often not considered as water right. In many countries, they have a simplified or no permitting procedure at all, specifically for small-scale domestic systems. Different restrictions regarding the minimum and maximum temperature of the heat carrier fluid inside the borehole heat exchanger might be in place. Often only notification or minor permitting is necessary for drilling. Typical requirements are compliance with safety standards for drilling or for spacing to keep a safe distance from other constructions or the boundary of the property. Next one up are the groundwater heat exchangers. As you all know by now, they are open systems and use groundwater directly to exchange heat. As any other groundwater use, in most cases it requires a permit. To obtain this permit, a hydrogeological study and environmental assessments are usually required. In many countries, there are limits of the maximum temperature difference between the abstraction and reinjection well, and limits of the maximum temperature that is allowed to be injected back into the aquifer. Typical requirements here are permits and sometimes monitoring of, for example, the temperature shift between the wells. And this is more the case for larger systems. And in many countries, the use of these systems is restricted or not possible at all in water protection areas. So it can be the case that they are more restricted than the closed systems. So you see the legal situation is different depending on the type of the geothermal heat pump. And the legal framework might also play a role, therefore, when you decide on which geothermal heat pump to use. And last but not least, I want to give you a checklist on legal aspects to be considered for new installations. So in the planning phase, check for any legal limitations, such as drilling depth limitations, nearby water rights, requirements of distances to other properties, buildings, or limitations in protection areas. Then, of course, follow the respective licensing procedure. Be aware this can be different even within the same country, looking at you federally organized European countries. Usually there are guidelines out there that tell you the requirements for the respective licensing procedure. For the installation phase, check if any certifications are required, for example, for the drilling companies or how to complete the wells or boreholes. Then check if the completed system has to be documented anywhere. It might be the case that either the borehole profile or the installation itself has to be notified to an authority or organization. For operation, also do not forget to install the required monitoring system to record, for example, temperatures of the used groundwater, the extracted water volume or flow rate, temperatures of the heat carrier fluid, or the amounts of produced heat and cold. And last but not least, do not forget to embrace that with your interest and work in the field of geothermal energy, you actually help to make this world a more sustainable and energy efficient place. So keep on boosting geothermal heat pumps.